What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another picks live stream. But as you can tell, we're entering playoff season, baby. Let's go. So these are my picks for the wild card round. I'm going to go round by round and I'm going to give my picks. I think when I first started doing picks on pick videos, I actually just went through the entire playoffs. Not going to do that. But I'm going to go round by round and see how I do. So, going to get this started right off with the games on Saturday. Just a reminder, 2 more teams were added. So, one less team has a bye, but we have 1 more game on each day. So, 2 triple headers. You love that, right? Yeah. So, we're going to get right into it here. Saturday, January 9th. And yes, these picks are pretty much for Stephen Rose's tournament and Steel Maiden's tournament. These are my picks, But yeah, Buffalo, Indianapolis, Old Man Rivers facing Josh Allen. Colts had a little bit of a scare against the Jaguars, but they ultimately pulled through. The Bills just went in there and they woke up and they chose violence against the Dolphins. I mean, God. I mean, people were thinking that the Dolphins might have actually been able to win. In fact, Steel Maiden, when he did his, his standings and stuff, like talking about who made the playoffs, I made the playoffs in his little tournament thing. Guess what my record was last week? 15-1. And who was the one game that I missed? What was the one game that I missed? Oh, Bills Dolphins. Yeah, because I thought the Bills were going to be resting their starters. I was not told that they were going to be starting Josh Allen and company. And of course, like I said, they woke up and they chose violence. And they proceeded to bludgeon the poor old Dolphins in the head multiple times. And they literally took the Dolphins and they power bombed them through a table. And they lit that table on fire. And then they threw a table off of whatever surface they threw the Dolphins off of. And they threw that table onto the Dolphins. So they made a Dolphin sandwich with 2 tables. By the way, the tables were on fire. So yeah, they pretty much, and they destroyed they destroyed the Dolphins, bro. And then, when all was said and done, they're like, okay, I think they're clear. I think they know. I think we got it. So they pulled the starters. This dude, Matt Barkley, came in and continued the beatdown. This dude, Matt Barkley, was like, let me at him. I want a piece. So he goes out there and continues the massacre. I mean, damn. Okay, Buffalo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bills, says Carson. I'm picking my Ravens. As for the rest of the games, upsets, Colts, Redskins, or football team, name redacted. Browns, Bears, Seahawks. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really good game because the Colts have a really good defense. And don't sleep on that offense either. This is going to be a fun game. I am excited to stream this one. Usually the first game of the playoffs is kind of blah, it's just kind of like the game that's like, nobody going to watch this. No, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to stream it. This is going to be fun. Josh Allen versus Phillip Rivers? Possibly Phillip Rivers' final game? I mean, he could retire. You never know. But I'm going to have to go with the Bills because they're at home and they're looking like a machine right now. I mean, Buffalo going to win their first playoff game since the 90s. Remember, They hadn't made the playoffs until 2017, but before that year, they hadn't made the playoffs this millennium. And remember, they got first rounded by the Jaguars and the Texans. Now they get another AFC South opponent. Are they going to beat the Colts, or are they going to be 0 for AFC South in the playoffs recently since they came back into the playoff picture? Tough. All they need to do is face the Titans, like in the first round. Who knows if that'll happen? That could. You never know. But I'm going to go Bills. They're going to get their first win since the 90s, and they're going to be moving on. That team is a machine right now. It's going to be a fun team to watch in the playoffs. Next, we got the Rams and the Seahawks in Seattle. Russell Wilson versus, I think, Jared Goff. If it's Wolford, Seahawks all the way. If Goff starts, you really think I'm going to pick the freaking Rams? Hell no. I'm picking the Seahawks. Yeah, I'm going to go Seahawks. So my first two games are both going home teams. So give me Seattle to get the dub. And they're going to move on. Next, we got an intriguing matchup right here, fellas. The nightcap for Saturday. Buccaneers and football team. 11-5 Bucks, 7-9 football team. Washington has really come on strong since their poor start to the season. I'll tell you one thing, got to give a lot of credit to Ron Rivera. I'm glad he's pretty much kicked cancer's ass. He beat the crap out of cancer. Love to see that. He rallied that team together, and he and Alex Smith are really good together. They've both fought massive adversity over the past couple of years. Of course, Rivera with cancer. This dude, Alex Smith, damn near freaking died. Damn near lost his leg, bro. And they're both out here leading the Name Redacteds to the playoffs. And guess what? They're hosting a playoff game. And they get to face Tom Brady and Antonio Brown and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No big deal. I think they could beat Tampa. I really do. Again, I cannot wait to freaking stream this game, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm streaming every game in the playoffs, so that'll be a lot of fun. But, who do I pick? Washington, or do I go Tampa Bay? Do I get ballsy and pick Washington? Ooh. Sheesh. Who do I pick here, man? Damn. Tom Brady, though. I like the story of Washington. Their defense is legit. But you're going up against Tom Brady, and he hadn't been looking all that good. I don't even know who to pick here, man. Oh my God, this is tough. I mean, they're both battle tested, like the quarterbacks are battle tested in the playoffs. But I'm gonna have to go with the Buccaneers. Sorry, Washington fans. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay in a freaking close game, maybe by like a last-second field goal. I could see Washington winning it, maybe escaping with a touchdown win or something, but I'm going to go Tampa Bay. By the way, Tampa Bay, shout out to you guys. You guys also broke a playoff drought, and you're getting your first win in almost as long as us in the playoffs. But yeah, I'm going to go Tampa Bay. They're going to advance to the second round, into the divisional round. Congratulations. So there you go. My picks for Saturday: Bills, Seahawks, and Buccaneers. Now we move to Sunday. And we got a rematch from last year. Ravens and Titans. This time it's in Tennessee. Derrick Henry, I guess, do you call him 2K Henry or something? You know how they used to call, was it Chris Johnson, CJ2K? Well, I mean, Derrick Henry went over 2,000 yards, and that dude's a monster. But you're going up against a Ravens team that I think has learned their lesson from last year. You notice they're not talking as much. Last year, they were blah, 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 blah. We're going to the Super Bowl. Blah, 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 blah. They were cocky. They were feeling themselves. But you understand it, that was the swaggy team. This year, they've calmed down a little bit. They're all about business. And they're trying, in the words of RG3, they're trying to get their bike back. That's a good statement to make. You got mugged last year. They walked into your freaking house. They beat you up. They took your bike and they rode it away. They stole it. No, they didn't steal it, but they took it from you. They beat your face in, took your bike, and then rode it back to their house. And now, well, guess what? You're going to their house to get it back. Do they do it? Yeah, I think they could. I think Lamar finally wins a playoff game. Yeah, how about that? You beat Tannehill, send the Titans home sad in their own house. I know Jagonoff would love that. He's got a conflict of interests here. He hates the Ravens, but he hates the Titans. Who do you root for? I mean, you could root for them both to lose, but that's impossible. One has to win. It's more or less, who do you hate less? Probably Ravens, because they're not in your division. And not to mention, you can laugh at the Titans because they go one and done. But, yeah, I'm going to actually say the Ravens by a slim margin. If they can stop Derrick Henry, I mean, it could happen. Titans have virtually no defense. I could see Lamar and company running all over him. Not to mention, they got my guy JK. Hate the fact he's on the Ravens, but he's still my guy. I'm going to have to go with the Ravens. I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe I'm saying Ravens. I got Baltimore beating Tennessee. They're going to move on. Next, let me see what the chat's saying real quick. Jedrick Wills and Higgins got pulled over for drag racing. Yeah, I heard about that. I know. Titans have no defense. I'm hoping that my Ravens have a better chance this time around, especially because we have Calais. Yeah, you have Calais. You guys armed yourselves. It's like the first time, they came to your house. They essentially jacked your bike or whatever, thing you want to say. They came at you. You weren't able to defend yourself. You didn't have a weapon. They came at you, let's say, with a knife or something. They stole your bike or whatever. They beat you up. So you're like, I'm going to get my bike back. So you go into your garage, you get a baseball bat, and you walk in to their house. That baseball bat is Calais Campbell, pretty much. You essentially built yourself to stop them. I mean, look what we did to them. The best way to stop Derrick Henry is to do what we did. Get a lead on them. Make them have to throw the ball. Because you got Peters, you got Marlon Humphrey. You don't have Earl Thomas, but that doesn't seem to affect you guys that much. You won't get sunned by Henry. But, yeah, you got Peters and Humphrey on the outside. The only guy you really got to watch out for, you got to watch out for, A.J. Brown and Corey Davis. But, if Matthew Judon is feeling some type of way, if he wakes up choosing violence, I could see him getting a couple sacks on Tannehill. Remember, there's no Taylor Lewan. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But I'm going to go Ravens in a very, very crazy game. I think it'll be high scoring a little bit. I think Henry gets through a couple times. And I think J.K. Dobbins gets a touchdown. And I think the Ravens escape because they have arguably the best kicker in the NFL. Maybe in NFL history. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins the game for him and sends the Titans home sad. But I'm going to go Ravens. Next we got, Bears and Saints. I believe this game will be simulcasted on Nickelodeon because I don't know why. Why are they putting a game on Nick? We're going to have SpongeBob and all of them. That they better have the freaking Bubble Bowl plan. They're doing the whole SpongeBob halftime show thing, like with the Bubble Bowl or whatever. They're not going to do that because, they don't like fun. So you really think I'm going to go Bears, do you? No. Bears walking into the Terror Dome against Breeze? No. Can't do it. I'm going to go Saints at home. Of course. Bruh. Unless the Saints get freaking hosed again. But I don't see that happening. Give me the Saints at home. You really think the Bears are going to win this game? No. Now watch them win now because I said that. Now I'm going to go Saints. And then we got my team, the Browns, facing the Steelers at Heinz Field, Sunday Night Football. Of course, we'll be without our head coach, a couple other coaches. Joe Batonio was out, and Kadero Hodge, who's a receiver, he's out as well. But we'll hopefully be getting some guys back, too, off the list. B.J. Goodson, Malcolm Smith, Andrew Sendejo, Harrison Bryant. So it's funny. We'll be getting guys back, but then we're also losing a couple guys. I guess that's the way it works. And we're going to be without almost half our coaching staff in terms of, like, main coaches. This keeps up, man. I mean, bro, I don't know what I'm going to do. And the thing is, it's only Tuesday. I am pretty much expecting more positive tests as we get through the week. You know it's coming. I'm expecting it. I'm expecting to wake up tomorrow, check my phone, and see more positive tests. And then, of course, with positive tests come close contacts. And pretty much from tomorrow on, if you're a close contact, you're not playing. Wow. I hope to God that there's no positives. Hopefully everyone's careful, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But in this game, it's in Pittsburgh. Obviously, from my video, I chose Browns because, duh, I'm not going to pick the Steelers. You kidding me? But for the purpose of the picks and stuff, God, man, I want to pick my team so bad, man. Damn. But we don't have Kevin. And I don't really know what AVP and them are going to draw up. That could also be an advantage because they don't know what, our tendencies are going to be. Not to mention, we did kind of play a little, vanilla against the Steelers last week because obviously Kevin knew we were probably playing these guys in the playoffs if we made it. So he wanted to kind of keep all the fun stuff locked away until this week. Now he's going to give AVP and Mike Prefer, I guess, the keys to the vault, and they're going to maybe go in there and bring out some trick plays. I could see them getting really tricky here because, honestly, we have nothing to lose. We're playing with house money. Nobody's going to pick us to win this game. What do we got to lose? I mean, get tricky with it. Have our freaking former rugby player punter do a fake punt. Have Jarvis throwing touchdown passes to freaking Chubb or something. I don't know. Get tricky. Keep the Steelers off balance. I can see it. It's what we usually do. I could see a couple of trick plays being brought out. Not to mention, we didn't really see much of Chubb. But yeah, I think for this game, for the purpose of the picks, I can't believe I'm doing this. Can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to go with. Can't believe I'm going to do this, man. I'm going Browns. Why? Why not? I mean, come on. You really think I'm going to pick against my team? Are you serious? You really think I'm going to pick against my team? I ain't picking the damn Steelers, bro. I can't even do it. I can't pick against my squad. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's this is a 2020 season. For all we know, the team infested with freaking COVID will come into freaking Heinz and absolutely mollywop the freaking Steelers. For all we know, Ben throws 5 interceptions. Freaking Miles has 3 sacks. Chubb runs for over 200 yards. Yeah, we don't have our coach. But as of right now, again, this could change. We'll see what happens throughout the week. So Stephen Rose, Steel Maiden, I might contact you and say, actually, I'm going to change my pick. So put an asterisk next to my pick for this game because we got to see how many more positives are coming out. I'm sure there'll be more. So I'll let you know if I change my pick. But for right now, I'm picking my squad because we are almost all of our good players still. Hopefully, knock on wood, that doesn't change. As long as we got Chubb, Baker, Miles, and hopefully Denzel comes back and, Ronnie and the others don't do something stupid. I think we can win this game. No cap. I think we can win. As long as Baker doesn't turn the ball over and, we play smart and everything, we'll be good. But again, I could change it depending on what happens with these tests and stuff. So there you go. Just a refresher. I'm going Bills, Seahawks, Bucks on Saturday, and then Ravens, Saints, Browns on Sunday. So, what's up? I think Tucker is the best in history. Have you heard we might get Greedy back? I know Greedy was teasing us on Twitter about it. I'll be shocked if we see him at all this year. I'll be honestly shocked. I've heard nothing from Kevin. I've heard nothing from anybody about him coming back. I mean, he would have to be on the practice field, I think, a whole week or so doing light work to get back. That dude's not in game shape. He has not touched the practice field since training camp. I'm pretty sure after, what would it be? October, November, December, 4 months? September? No. Like July. So let's say he practiced July. August. Okay. September, October, November, December, January. What is that, 6 months? Since really like July, August, that's when the last time he's been on the practice field. Pretty much. He hasn't touched the practice field since like July, August, around there. Since right before the season started. Maybe even September. He wouldn't be in game shape. You can't just throw him out there in a game after not being on the practice field. Like, bruh, it can't happen. Especially with a shoulder. That's all we need. Have him go out there and completely, like, get thrown off on a freaking route or, covering somebody and leave someone wide open because he doesn't know what he's doing. Who do you think our left guard will be? Honestly, I have no idea. It's not going to be Nick Harris. I think he was placed on IR. Has better than what we're throwing out there. He's better than what we're throwing out there. Yeah. But he has nerve issue in his shoulder. I mean, if he's out there, hey, let's go. But he'd have to practice. There's no way you throw him out there without practice. I've heard nothing about it. I've heard nothing. But if I did, I'd let you guys know. But I'd count on him coming back next year. But I don't know. But yeah, those are my picks. Greedy's done. Figured I'd come on here real quick, do my picks real quick. Shout out to Stephen Rose. Shout out to Steel Maiden. And that's pretty much going to do. And I'll see you guys on Saturday for the wild card games. Who's going to call the plays? Alex Van Pelt. Rest him unless we make the bowl. Yeah, Alex Van Pelt's still calling plays, but Mike Prefer will be the head coach. So he'll be, I guess, he'll be the one making the decisions. That'll be interesting. That'll be real interesting to see how he does. He did call plays one time, I think, back in 2016 when Mike Zimmer had eye surgery. I think it was like for the first time or something. I know he's had multiple eye surgeries. But yeah, I don't know who's playing left guard. Have to see what happens. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this live stream, guys. Shout out to everybody who came through. By the way, go check out my video I posted a little while ago. My preview for the wild card game. What do you think of the Browns will get in free agency? I'll talk about free agency after our season's over. I'll do like a Browns. I'll probably go live or whatever. Maybe do it. I mean, I'm gonna definitely go live and talk about the season and review. What I think we did. Maybe talk about some players. Like a shopping list or wish list. Of course, I'll do a whole like series of videos when free agency is about to start, like I've been doing, going over like 5 or 10 players who I think we could go after. I think actually, now that I think about it, if I'm not mistaken, we signed like 3 or 4 players that I did a video for. Yeah. Now, of course, this year's free agency class is star-studded, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm not going to do a free agency video until I see who gets tagged and stuff. And, we'll see about Von Miller's club option. Because I know people are going to be talking about him. Do you think the Browns could get Von Miller? I don't know, man. Not going to bet on it. But I'll have I'll have videos on that later. But that's going to wrap it up for this live stream, guys. Shout out to everybody who came through. I'll see you guys Saturday. And with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog 99. Will Odell be back? Hopefully, I hope so. What about Ohio State? Yeah, of course I'm doing Ohio State. If they don't push it back. I've heard rumors that they may be pushing the game back, but I don't think they will. And it's funny because if I'm not mistaken, what was it? Freaking Nick Saban's daughter or something wrote a tweet calling Ohio State cowards pretty much, talking about how we didn't want to play or whatever. And Ohio State fans and I guess other people might have went after her a little bit. She deleted the tweet and deactivated her Twitter account. Serves her right. You don't go at Ohio State fans like that. You don't go after Ohio State football like that. Trust me, Ohio State fans they're a crazy bunch. We're a crazy bunch. It's not necessarily like me, but there's a legion of Buckeye fans. I call them those are the buck nuts. They go out there and they attack anybody who slanders Ohio State. It's crazy. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun weekend. Got 2 days of NFL wild card games, and then the Natty on Monday. For now, but that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns, and I'm out.